This is Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance in our Westchester Bureau today, and we are joined by Dallas Fowler. She is seeking a seat on the Board of Trustees for the Los Angeles Community College District, I think the largest community college district in our state, 9 institutions.
In the nation.
In the nation, even
yes,
better.
And one of the largest in the world.
And I want to speak about a recent announcement. It's known, the program, as the LA College Promise.
Yes.
What is the LA College Promise?
So LA College Promise, which I'm very excited about,
Right.
it is extending the first year free for graduating seniors of the class of 2017.
Wow.
So
for LAUSD.
For LAUSD graduates, they will be able to receive their first year at the community college
That's huge.
district free. It's huge.
Huge.
It's a great step
Right.
in the right direction. I do believe that higher education, quality higher education, is a basic human right. It is a necessity for survival in our world today. And I hope to work to extend it to 2 years.
And let's talk about that, because what we know in terms of the program is that the cost is expected to be about $3 million in the first year.
Right.
And the board, as well as the city, has worked to raise money from foundations, take some money out of the general LACCD fund.
Yes, I know Mayor Eric Garcetti has been very supportive
Right.
of this.
So we have 1 year funded, but we don't even have the second year funded for the first year, you know, of students' 2-year, 3-year time at the community college. So what will you do to make sure that beyond this first year can be funded, let alone a second year?
Well, we'll be getting out there and fundraising and seeking
Right.
non-traditional sources that believe in the investment in our young people's education. We've got to get back to investing. It has been a little disheartening to know that the governor is looking at making some additional cuts at the educational level.
Well, it's
but
interesting.
We've got to do what we've got to do to shore up California and make sure that we are going to be protected. However, we've got to get back to investing in our young people. It is what makes our state great.
What's a concern to some about the LA College Promise, and it's not just LA's, there are college promises up and down the state, is that, of course, folks are pleased to have tuition covered. But you know better than I that textbooks, you know where I was going. I could see it in your eyes. Textbooks are expensive. Now, you work in the digital space, so maybe we can get all textbooks online, but at this point we can't.
At this point we can't, but there are a lot of textbooks that are making digital copy.
Right.
And that is something that we need to look into, even if it's just a mobile application specifically for LACCD, that our textbooks are now made available to our students.
Since you do work in the digital space, can
it's
you?
a quite feasible thing. If, as a trustee member, I could not go after that contract, but I would be very qualified in determining who would be a very qualified
But taking
buyer
your
for that.
expertise.
Yes.
I mean, what do I know? But I would think that you could use that expertise at some level.
Yes.
You may be familiar with the Long Beach College Promise. And what's interesting about the Long Beach College Promise is they have a program where you go from LBUSD to Long Beach City College, and then if you meet qualifications, to Cal State Long Beach.
Right.
LACCD doesn't have that yet.
And that is exactly something that I want to look at, is actually tracking our students through LAUSD, meeting them early, meeting them starting at the 10th grade is probably really where we need them to start getting focused and make sure that they understand it's critical times, critical choices to make sure you got your grades to a level so that you can go through, if not through LACCD, but we want to be able to track them through LACCD into a 4-year program.
But what about actual matriculation agreements like Long Beach has, where we know that if you take these classes and you get this GPA, you're in? I mean, I know there's a lot of Cal States in the LACCD footprint, or UCs for that matter. Is that something that you're thinking about, or one step at a time?
It's something that is a trending goal that we should be getting to, looking to, but I think we've kind of got to get baby steps and get the pipeline feeding in. You know, right now, a lot of the schools in the southern part of the district are, enrollment is declining.
Oh, I see.
So some of the things I want to look at is adding some type of premium programming that boosts revenue that may be a little bit more than that per credit hour, but maybe we have a celebrity instructor that's there for a week, that non-traditional students would come in and want to participate, that, you know, say it's like Chef Emerald and he's there for the week, or Donna Karen is there for the fashion side at LA Trade Tech for the week. I think those are things that would inspire many people who would not necessarily be interested in LACCD programs.
There's one program, though, that's part of LACCD today that allows you to get a 4-year degree. You don't have to go to a Cal State.
West LA.
Tell us all about that program.
I'm excited. I was recently talking with the new president over at West LA. They're very excited to be extending to a 4-year bachelor's, to be able to offer that to their students. And I think that is a goal that we should be looking at a number of our campuses.
And it's for dental hygiene, I believe.
Yes.
And I believe that when the program was announced, former Vice President Joe Biden came to launch the
which
program.
Is great
news.
Yes, and so I think it's setting a precedent nationally that we have to expand our services to the community college district level. 80% of our students are coming from disadvantaged, underserved, low-income communities, and so we need to ensure that they have the access as well. You know, when I was graduating from high school, gladly we're here in Westchester. I attended Westchester High School.
Oh, you did? Oh, I like it. Did
So
you go to community college, or did you go straight to a 4-year?
No, I went to a 4-year.
Oh,
I attended Florida A&M University in Tallahassee. I left because Prop 209 passed, and I watched many of my friends with 4.2 GPAs have to appeal and reappeal to get into great schools like Berkeley and UCLA. And I wanted to still, they were Time Magazine's, FAMU was Time Magazine's School of the Year at the time, so I thought
Nothing
I was
wrong with
making a
that.
good
I think
decision.
it's fantastic.
Yep.
Is it historically black?
Yes, it is a historically black university. Yes.
And so, and there's some great ones, Spelman in Atlanta, I think,
Yes,
and Morehouse.
and
My wife went to Emory, so I'm
Howard,
familiar. I went to GW Law, so.
Right.
So I know all about those.
Those schools are there. And I also want to look at extending, making sure we have pipeline for students who want to maybe attend an HBCU.
You know, I'm familiar with, I don't remember, no, I know what it is. The California Community College System statewide has an agreement with HBCUs, that's what they're called, historically black colleges and universities.
Yes.
It's a matriculation agreement.
Yes, they do. And I've had a few friends that I attended family with that came out of schools from Northern California that transferred into 4-year programs.
Let me ask you, speaking of diversity, about our dreamers here in California.
Yes.
61,000 of California's community college students are dreamers. And with a new administration in Washington, the program that allows them to be educated and get a job could be revoked. What does LACCD do?
We have heard that the incoming administration is going to still support the DACA program. However,
well, we'll see.
It's not a promise. You know,
we'll see.
Anything can still happen.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to fight to ensure that our students are protected and safe on our campuses. We have so many of them that are in fear of being targeted. And it's comforting to hear our mayor and our sheriff say that will not be their priority, and that is going to be left up to the administration.
But look, President Trump during the campaign said he wanted to reverse DACA. We don't know what he wants to do now. He's been mincing words a bit.
Yeah.
How far does LACCD go? Does it thwart? Does it reject any forays by the feds?
We have, to the extent that we have to be realistic about the impact this will have on our economy here. We need qualified, skilled, educated workers to be able to meet the demands of our workforce.
You'll come back?
I will come back to talk about that.
Her name is Dallas Fowler. She is seeking a seat on the LA Community College District. My name is Brad Pomerance in Westchester. It's Local Edition.